Students, today we are going to start the next part of Unit 3rd Biology and Human Welfare, and this is strategies for enhancement in food production. So here we will study the different topics. So what are the different topics? Let me see here in the contents. Strategies for enhancement in food production. So improvement in food production, green revolution, plant breeding, tissue culture, single cell protein, biofortification, apiculture and animal husbandry. Means the measures for proper maintenance of dairy farms, apiculture and pisciculture. Definition, brief idea and advantages of each. Animal breeding, brief idea of inbreeding, outbreeding, crossbreeding, artificial insemination, multiple ovulation, embryo transfer technology and advantages of artificial insemination. So mainly we will study here the animal husbandry and the plant breeding, and we'll start our chapter today from the animal husbandry, that is the part of the animal breeding. So students, here you know that the human population is growing at a tremendous pace. Therefore, enhancement of food production is a major necessity. And according to an estimate, about 70% of the world livestock population is found in India and China. Livestock, you know, that the animals which are domesticated for the various purposes. So, 70% of the world livestock population is found in India and China, but the contribution to the world's total farm produce is only about 25%, but its contribution is only 25%. So it clearly indicates that the productivity per unit is very low. So there is a need to improve our farm practices. Newer technologies have to be applied to achieve better quality and quantity of farm produce. Use of biological principles and new techniques like tissue culture, embryo transfer technology and many more are there. They are very effective and can play an important role. So here in this chapter we shall try to understand the two important aspects related to the improvement in the food, that quantity and the quality, that is animal husbandry and animal breeding and plant breeding and tissue culture. So we'll start today our topic, that is animal husbandry. What is animal husbandry? The science which deals with the scientific management of farm animals, including their feeding, breeding and disease control. This is known as the animal husbandry. So it is the agricultural practice of breeding and raising the livestock. It deals with the care and breeding of livestock like cows, buffaloes, goats, sheep, pigs, horses and poultry animals. Fishes and honeybee, they are also being considered in the same category. And animal food mainly comes in the form of milk. So milk from cattle like cows, buffaloes, goat and camels. Milk giving these animals, they are known as the milch animals. Eggs from the birds like fowl, that is a part of poultry farming. Meat from the animals like pig, fishes and honey from the honeybees. So in this chapter we will study the various types of animal farming, and we'll start from the animal breeding. So these are the different that animals which are the parts of the livestock and used for the various purposes. Now animal breeding is the process of selective mating of animals with desirable genetic traits to maintain or enhance these traits in future generation. So here that technology is involved in the improvement of animal species. This is the animal breeding. What is the meaning of breed? Breed actually refers to the group of animals related by descent and similar in most characters like genera, appearance, general appearance, features, size and configuration. And the breeding in general it refers to the process of cross fertilization. So it is done by the process of selective mating of the animals. So it is the process of selective fertilization. So reproduction between the two selected animals, here as I mentioned, that selective mating of the animals. So reproduction between two selected animals which can give rise to an offspring with the desirable characters. So in other simple words, we can say that the breeding is the process of developing an improved breed, improved variety of the animal species. So now we will study the types of breeding. So breeding is mainly of two types, inbreeding and outbreeding. Inbreeding means mating between the same breeds, and here outbreeding, that is between the different breeds. Outbreeding is for the of three types: outcrossing, crossbreeding and interspecific hybridization. So what is inbreeding? The breeding or the fertilization between animals of the same breed or variety. So inbreeding is the fertilization between the animals of the same breed. On the other hand, this outbreeding is the fertilization between the different breeds of animals. Inbreeding involves the fertilization for 4 to 6 generations between individuals which are closely related, usually belonging to the same breed or the variety. What are the steps involved? So inbreeding strategy involves following steps. These are the selection of superior males and superior females. So superior males and superior females of the same breed are identified. Superior female in the case of cattle is the cow or buffalo that produces more milk per lactation. On the other hand, a superior male is the bull which gives rise to superior progeny as compared to those of other males. So this is an example in the case of cattle. Now such males and females are mated in the pairs. So after selection of superior male and female, next mating, then evaluation of the progeny for superior characters. So the progeny which is obtained from such matings are evaluated for superior characters, and the superior males and females in the progeny, they are identified. Such males and females are again mated. So mating again in such males and females which are identified here as superior, and the process is repeated for many generations. So all these are the steps involved in the inbreeding. Now due to repeated mating, the genes for desirable characters become homozygous or become pure line. Means inbreeding increases the homozygosity. If you remember the Mendel's homozygous or pure line characters. And one more important disadvantage is disadvantage of the inbreeding, that it exposes harmful recessive genes also, that is bringing such genes in homozygous condition and leading to their expression. But this problem is solved by careful selection of the individuals which have only superior characters. So therefore in inbreeding approach there is a selection at each step. However, the continued inbreeding, especially close inbreeding, usually reduces fertility and even productivity also. This is called as inbreeding depression. So whenever this becomes a problem, then the selected animals of the breeding population should be mated with unrelated superior animals of the same breed. So this usually helps to restore the fertility and yield. So this is an example to reduce this inbreeding depression. Now next is outbreeding. This is opposite to inbreeding. It is the breeding of unrelated animals which may be between individuals of the same breed or between different breeds or different species. One example here you can see the liger. This is the hybrid of tiger and lion. So outbreeding involves mating between two unrelated animals which may be between individuals of same breed but not having any common ancestors, but having no common ancestor, or between different breeds like crossbreeding. different species, that is interspecific hybridization. There are different types: outbreeding, crossbreeding and interspecific hybridization. These are the types of outbreeding. Now outcrossing. So the type of outbreeding is the outcrossing. Outcrossing involves the mating of animals within the same breed but having no common ancestors on either side of their pedigree up to 4 to 6 generations. So mating within the same breed but no common ancestors on either side, means either means neither male or female side, up to 4 to 6 generations. Best known breeding method for animals which have below average productivity and growth rate. It helps to overcome inbreeding depression also. Just now I explained you how outcrossing helps in the inbreeding depression. Now outbreeding, further next type, crossbreeding. It involves the mating of superior males of one breed and superior females of another breed. It allows the desirable qualities of two different breeds to be combined, resulting in the formation of more advanced hybrid offspring. So the offspring which is produced is known as hybrid offspring, and it has the more advanced feature than the parents, and this is called as the hybrid vigor. Such offsprings may directly be used for commercial production or may be subjected to inbreeding and selection processes to develop new stable breed that may be superior to the existing breeds. Example, Hisardale is a new breed of sheep. This is Hisardale, which is a new breed of sheep developed in Punjab by crossing Bikaneri Eves and Merino Reims. So this is the example of cross breeding. Next, we'll study the interspecific hybridization. In interspecific hybridization, male and female of different species, not the breed, they are mated. So male and female of different species are mated. In some cases, the progeny may combine desirable features of both the parents and may be considerable economic value, may be of considerable economic value. Example is mule. This mule is the offspring of male donkey and female horse, and it is used as the work animal. So this is an example of interspecific hybridization. So students, you have studied the different types of animal breeding and some examples. Now in the next part of it, we will study the breeding experiments, controlled breeding experiments. So go through the book also, and if you have any doubt, you can ask it.